I didn't run a low enough line in turn 11. From wheel hopping in turn 7, I got the rears hot. Wheel hopped it a little bit again, got out of line, and obviously gave him the inside line. And once I knew he had position and we had a wall on the other side of us, that I knew pretty good chance that we were going to go in the wall. So, I don't think he was going to leave it to chance a drag race at the coming off turn 11. So, we definitely had a could and should have won, but just, we're on the bad end of the deal.
Questions for Denny? We'll take a couple. Go ahead. Go, Bob Pockris.
Bob Pockris, ESPN. 2 questions. First, did you run turn 11 kind of knowing that if he could get to your bumper that he was going to turn you, and so you had to make sure there was separation? And second, can you tell us kind of what you told him when you leaned your head in the car?
Yeah, I knew I needed a big gap. I didn't know if he would, physically spin us out. I thought that there was a very good chance of it, because, that's his opportunity to get in the chase ultimately. I mean, how many more chances is he going to have? I think that this is, by far the best he's run all year, and he's in his final season, so his give a shit factor is probably very low, to be honest with you. So, I think that we were in a tough spot going into the final corner no matter what, but I still didn't execute as good as what I should have.
Let's go over here to George, and then we'll finish with Jerry.
Just what he
I'm sorry.
What you say to Tony?
Yeah, just private stuff, really. I mean, I've known Tony for a really long time, so a little heart to heart.
Let's go, George.
George Winkler with NASCAR.com. You talked about he left the door open for you. What exactly did he do to leave the door open for you?
He wheel hopped two laps in a row into 7 and missed the corner quite a bit, and that allowed us to get in shouting distance. I mean, my biggest problem all day is I wasn't very good on the second half of the track. I thought my car was very good up until turn 7, and then down the hill in 11, we just were not very fast for whatever reason. And that's a problem I've had here for 11 years. So I just knew I was trying to gain all the time I could down that hill, knowing I needed a big gap, and just, I just heated up the tires too much going into the final corner. I'd blown them through them for the 2 laps before, spinning them. I wheel hopped twice before the final corner. And just, the car wouldn't take it. It wouldn't take the braking zone that I had before. So it's part of racing. I mean, this is it's fun road course racing, and we just, even though we were on the short end of it, it was fun to race.
Finish here with Jerry.
Jerry Jordan, Performance Racing Network, kicking the tires. On Thursday, you said, when you were a rookie, you had the chance to spin Tony and go for the win for your road course. Here, you got past him, and then on the last lap, any thoughts reminiscing on all of that now?
Yeah. Thank you for the reminder. But we were talking about it today in the hauler. My rookie season, Jeff Gordon, gave me the rookie chop with a few laps to go at Watkins Glen when I was running second. I backed off. Tony turned me and knocked me up the racetrack, and I remember the next corner, Jeff wheel hops, spins out, Tony goes on and wins the race. And I was thinking, that me and Tony, I owed him one on a road course, but I'm sure he wasn't thinking of that in his final season at a road course trying to get in the chase. So Tony's been ultra fair to me quite a bit. He's really treated me really well my entire career. So it's not like I gave him one by any means. I mean, he gave us an opportunity to move him. We did. And then we got it back, so it's it's just part of the deal.
Denny Hamlin, great performance here today, and continued best of luck the rest of the season.
Thanks.
Thank you, Denny. Go ahead, Josh. Please. You want water?
I'm good.
He doesn't want one. Okay, our third place finisher in today's race is Joey Logano, and he drives the number 22 Shell Pennzoil Ford for Team Penske. And Joey, certainly, exciting race out here at Sonoma today. great atmosphere, great crowd, great competition. How did you think the 22 performed? And you had a good finish today.
Yeah, we had a hard-fought third-place finish today, which is no easy finish here at Sonoma at any point. But really proud of the effort that we've made here in Sonoma over the last, not just this race. We did make progress throughout the race, but in the last 3 years. I think of a couple years ago, we had a fast short-run car, and we fell off harder than anybody. Last year, we had a slow short-run car, but a good long-run car. This year, we had a pretty decent car throughout the whole run. It didn't really fall off really hard. So super proud of the effort that was been put into this racetrack here in Sonoma. This is a nice solid third-place finish. I thought I could win the race there at the last lap. When you're watching us two go into 7 and 11 and you're running third, you think you're in a pretty good spot to win this thing. Thinking that they're most likely going to crash each other, and it was a fun race to watch. Going into turn 11, I was 100% sure that Denny was not going to win, just by watching it. And we were, we were right there on the cusp of trying to get sneak one by, and it would have been a gift if we got it. But hey, take them any way you can. But overall, really cool for Tony Stewart. I said earlier, we're probably witnessing a historic moment right now in NASCAR. It was a really cool thing for Tony to be able to come back and get that win. Obviously, same place Kyle did it last year, which is kind of ironic after he was hurt. So I don't know what the deal is with Sonoma in that, but overall, really cool. Like I said, cool to see Tony get that win here when it's much needed. It still shows he's got what it takes if you give him the right stuff, and he's gonna push hard when he needs to. And I noticed it from lap 1. I started right next to him, and he was hammering right off the bat. And I said, all right, that's so we got that Tony Stewart today. It's 2 different ones. So it was the aggressive one all day, and obviously we've seen that going into turn 11. So cool for him, and overall, like I said, proud of the effort we put into it today.
Take a question or two for Joey. If you have one, raise your hand. Joey Logano, questions. Right here, gentlemen, right here.
Hey, Joey. Phil Barber, Press Democrat. We've seen some races here where there was caution after caution, a lot of wrecks. Didn't really go that way today. What was that like? And is that just an overall better experience for you and drivers when that isn't going on?
In all honesty, I think it's because everyone's getting better. A lot of the crashes in the past have been because the cars are wheel hopping into the corner and they can't stop and they hit somebody. Most of the time, that's what it is. There's still plenty of contact, but everyone's gotten better at this road course racing. Not just drivers, but race teams, and getting their cars better and their brakes better and the setups better. Not that the cars have become more easy to drive. They're still very, very challenging to drive here, but it seems like we've all gotten better and know how to handle a lot of the situations on the racetrack, and we've all learned how to race a little bit better out here. And like I said, still plenty of contact and bumping and banging. My car is hit on each corner, but it definitely was a fun race, and it's always been a fun race here in Sonoma. A lot of tire wear strategies are all confusing is all get out, and it always ends up to be a cool race at the end.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Jerry Jordan, Performance Racing Network, and Kicking the Tires. Joey, late in the race, Tony came over the radio and said, hey, I'm not pissed off at anyone at this point in the race. Can you say that sitting here? Does anything happen to you in the race that was frustrating throughout?
I'm happy. I don't get mad at anyone. Are you kidding me? Glad to be here. No, I love everyone. I'm a lover.
Any additional questions for Joey Logano? If you have one, raise your hand. Right there in the back, we'll finish.
Hi, Elliot Stern, Santa Maria Times. I'm wondering about the tires. Is this road course different, chew them up more than like the ovals, tri-ovals?
In different ways, and each track's different. Some tracks, you think of repaves, we just came from Michigan, doesn't wear tires at all. But if you think of Martinsville or something like that, it's very similar. This racetrack, its surface is aged nicely, and I think the beautiful weather out here allows that. That there's a fair amount of tire wear, that tires and pitch strategy really come into play a lot. And there wasn't that late race caution. There was one with 20-something to go, but if there was one with 10 to go, it'd been pretty interesting, or even with 5 to go, it'd been pretty interesting to see what would happen. So it's nice the track has the ability to do that. The tire falls off depending on what the track surface is. So not because it's a road course or compared to ovals, it's just because the track surface is it's wore in, and that's what we all love about it. That's what we all like about wore out surfaces.
Well, Joey, thank you very much, and good luck the rest of the season.
Sweet, thank you guys.
Thank you. Thanks, Joey. See you, bud. All right. I'm going to...